Wyoming Elementary students, it's Miss Worth. I am so excited to be making my second video to introduce our next character trait. The character trait for October is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand how someone else is feeling or to understand the situation they are in. It is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and to understand the way a situation might make them feel. First, empathy is about sharing an emotion with someone or feeling the way they feel, even if you aren't in the same situation. When you feel an emotion along with someone, even if you aren't directly affected by whatever is causing their situation, that's empathy. Have you ever felt sad with a friend because they were sad? That's empathy. So for example, if you feel sad with a friend because they didn't make the soccer team, even though you aren't affected by them not making the team, that's empathy. Sharing sadness is a kind of empathy. Have you ever been with a friend who just got a new toy and they are so excited about it that you get super excited too? If you are feeling excited because you know how great it is to get a new toy, even though you didn't get a toy and you aren't playing with the toy, that's empathy. Being excited with and for your friends is a kind of empathy. In order to know how someone feels, first it's important to know the names of feelings. Think about all the different feelings that you can name. Next, look at the person's facial expressions to figure out how they are feeling. Then, think about a time when you felt that way. Think about the situation the person is in and imagine how you would feel. Lastly, think about what you can do to show the person that you care. The second part of the definition of empathy is about being able to understand someone else's way of looking at a situation, even if you see it differently. We often call this putting yourself in someone else's shoes, and it means you see things from their point of view or from their perspective. Having empathy means you can step back from the way you see a situation and think about how someone else might feel from their side. Have you ever thought a game was really fun, but your friend felt it wasn't fair? If you saw your friend was bothered by the game and understood they weren't having a good time, even though you were, that's empathy. You showed empathy by understanding how things felt from their side of the situation. Have you ever noticed that your dad is frustrated while he's tidying up some of your toys? You had fun playing with the toys and don't mind them laying on the floor, but you think about it from your dad's perspective and realize that he doesn't like how it feels to have a messy space, and he feels frustrated at having the extra work of tidying it up. When you look at the situation from your dad's side of the story, from his perspective, and understand how he might be feeling, that's empathy. Empathy is really important for how we get along with people. Whether you can be a good friend, get hired for a job, be successful with a team of others, all of those things depend upon being able to understand how other people might see a situation and how they are feeling. In order to practice empathy, first it's important to be able to read facial expressions and body language. What does it mean if someone's frowning? What if someone's arms are crossed? What if someone's eyebrows are high on their forehead? A great way to build empathy is to read picture books and look at the illustrations. What clues do the characters give that reveal how they are feeling? Another thing that you can do is practice putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Find something you and a friend don't agree on. Try having a discussion about it as if you were the other person. What might that friend say to convince you of his viewpoint? This month, I want to challenge you to practice showing empathy. I can't wait to see how the small things each of you do create a ripple around our school. See you in your classroom sometime this month to learn more about and practice empathy. Bye!